We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
First look is incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Burrow now off the bootleg. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return comes Cobb. All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, come on now. Hey,
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Johnson, the ball.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Buying time to his left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
57, Mike, 57.
Watson off play action. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Mixon with a first down carry. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Joe Mixon.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Bradley Roby on.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
2nd and 2. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. This one hauled in by Sample. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. .4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Burrow looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Joe Mixon, the ball.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mixon with it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the end.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big-time play there for the Texans. 77 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run it with Johnson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down.
A good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
To Johnson again. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mixon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
43-yard line.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Second down, here's Mixon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. from the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5 on the 10. They should be ready to go.
It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And 6 at the 7-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Watson now to throw. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it cost them 2 points.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
14.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
2nd and inches at the 4-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Texans take over 1st and 10. at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Watson a give. This is Johnson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. On third down, Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they want to...
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's letting it fly for Cooks, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
41-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
You don't want that.
And this will be a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score.
Makes the score Bengals 16, Texans 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. He finds an opening past the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
On first down, Nixon. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Mixon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they run with Mixon. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And this results in 6. Touchdown.
I think we all know the turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the 3rd quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good, and then...
Yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick 6, and I don't know, the rest of this second half shaping up to be very interesting. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead.
Makes the score Texans 21, Bengals 16.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. They'll run here with Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown.
Pass complete to
John Ross. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At the 48.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 5. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 5 yards remain on second down. To the air yet again, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Again, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
The Bengals ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
The wide receiver.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
At the 44-yard line.
Mixon. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
And it's third down.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Once again, they run with Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
It's a gain of
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Bernard. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you've got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's going to keep it here. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Being chased out left. He'll run it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28, and they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming, and a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. So that'll back him up 5. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And no, it's no good. Rejected by the crossbar. What a heartbreaking finish. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Bengals, the win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Texans, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.